Hello, everybody out there. A very positive hello to all youngsters around the world. Why positive? Why do I make such a video? Because I'm a positive person. I'm thinking positive. I have a positive mindset. Do you need that? We know that millions of youngsters around the world are afraid to fail. They think everything is impossible. When they ask to start something new, they think, I cannot do this. This is much too hard for me. I only will fail. Let me stay in my comfort zone at home and just live my life the way I'm feeling happy with it. But is that correct? Is that okay for you? Don't you want to change into a positive person who's changing your own life and also the life of the people around you? Let me tell you a small story of how that could work. I've met a young guy, a European young guy. He was about 17, 18 I think, and his parents were divorced. He was living with his mom. So now and then he met his dad, but he didn't see anybody else of the family basically. It was the end of his learnership and he was staying at home. After his work, he stayed at home, doing some FIFA games, drinking a beer, enjoying a cigarette. He had no friends anymore. He was not playing football, nothing at all. And that went for some years. And he got more afraid. His mindset got more and more negative. And then at a certain moment, some people around him came up with the idea, why don't you start to change yourself? Why don't you start to think positive? You still have a long life in front of you. You still have to live 70, 80, 90 years. Do you still want to be that negative when you are 50, when you're 60? So this young guy said, yes, you are right. I have to change something. So he decided to go for a 2 months volunteering activity in an African country. And he knew the decision was hard and the situation was hard because he wouldn't see his girlfriend. He knew he wouldn't get any money for it, but he was thinking positive. So at a certain moment, I think he was early 20s, he left home, he flew to the South African country. He arrived at the guest house and he didn't know anybody. So he was thinking negative again. But at the same time he said, let me try it. I have 2 months time to change my whole life, to start thinking positive. The next day he started to work as a volunteer, and parts of his work were also visiting schools, talking to learners, talking to teachers, to kids. And every day and every conversation he had gave him positive inputs for his life. He started to change his negative mind, his negative thinking and mindset to positive things. He saw how he could help other people in the world. He saw how he could change his life himself without anybody else influencing him. He really used these 2 months. At a certain moment, his girlfriend visited him at the end of his volunteering, and they had a great time. Before it was totally different, but just because of the fact that he changed into such a positive person, he really could enjoy every single minute staying with his girlfriend, staying with all his new friends. He made many friends all over the world who were also in that African country. Then he went home and he knew, this is the change in my life. And he started to think and act much more positively. You know, today, this young man, he's a father. 9 months after he left this African country, their little girl was born. He's working in a very good job. He is using his job to affect his positive thinking. He's playing football again. He's meeting with friends. He's meeting with family, people who he didn't see for years. He's not afraid of talking to them about the problems he had before. He has been able to change his mindset from thinking, I cannot do this, this is impossible, to a way that he's able to do everything. Everything is possible. And he even knows that even if he makes a mistake, he will learn from it. And it will make him a better person in life. Take this example also for yourself and make your life much more positive. Give more contents to your life and believe in it. Everything is possible.